Hello, welcome to this week's of Tune In Tuesday. I'm Devontae Woodson, the president of Gurdy Youth Sports Association, and this is another week of Raising a Gurdy Youth Athlete. If you're new to the weekly video series, each week we'll post an interesting fact or an article, or we'll give you different nutrition facts, fitness tips for your child, and it's just weekly videos to help you with your parenting and everyday life with raising a Gurdy Youth Athlete. This week we're going to be talking about how to develop the executive functioning in your child. So what executive functioning is the higher level thinking and kind of the processes behind decision making with your child. So this is very important stuff, and it will definitely change your child's life by just knowing the tips today. So studies have shown that better parental autonomy support is related to higher child executive functioning. So the more that you develop your child to be more autonomous within themselves, then that's going to help their executive functioning. So if you were tuned into the other videos that we talked about with motivation and intrinsic motivation in particular, autonomy is one of the things that that play into intrinsic motivation. So children wanting to do things for themselves, right? So autonomy is a huge part of that. So tip number one that we have for you is take your child's perspective and respect his or her rhythm and timing. So as your child is learning and learning to do a new task, really just respect that learning process and their own kind of rhythm and timing with that process. So don't try to speed it up, don't try to slow it down, and just let them kind of figure it out on themselves. Tip number two, ensure that the child plays an active role in completion of the task. So you really want to make sure that your child is completing that task, and you're not really you want to support them, you want to scaffold them to that task, but you do not want them to feel that you did it for them. So you want them to enjoy that accomplishment at the end. Tip number three, give autonomy support consistently throughout childhood, and that's linked to more positive outcomes. So don't give autonomy support just in the beginning, like say when they're infants, and then stop. You want to give the support throughout their childhood, consistent, right? So whatever that support is for you, then you want to make sure it's very consistent. Studies have shown that the consistent approach of it links to more positive outcomes. So definitely try to do that. Those are the three tips that we have for you today. If you wonder what autonomy support is, the definition is it's the parenting behaviors aimed at supporting children's goals, choices, and sense of self. So definitely go back and look at intrinsic motivation, where we kind of talk about why children feel satisfaction behind doing things they want to do, and that'll help you link up with this video. If you found this video to be great, you liked it, you enjoyed the tips, definitely give us a like or a comment. If you thought about somebody while watching this video, make sure you tag them. Other than that, thank you for tuning in on this Tuesday. See you next week.